A very good evening to you. Thanks for joining us on the abridged version of the show. I'm Yemi Adebayo. Well, of course, as we speak, something is currently going on, and it's the UEFA Champions League. But I don't want to start with that tonight. Let's start with what has been handed down to Brentford striker Ivan Toney. He's been banned for 8 months by the English Football Association for 232 breaches of the Football Association's betting rules. That's what has happened to the Brentford and England striker Ivan Toney. Toney will not be able to play for club or country until January 16th, 2024, and he has been warned with regards to his future conduct. The sanctions were imposed by an independent regulatory commission after a personal hearing. And of course, he has admitted to breaching those rules and is being warned with regards to future conduct. The 27-year-old was charged by the FA in November for allegedly breaching the rules 232 times between 2017 and 2021. Ivan Toney, very good player, but of course, improper conduct is what the FA has accused him of, and he has admitted wrongdoing, and so that has happened. He's been banned for 8 months. That's the news. All right, let's quickly, before we talk about what's currently going on, let's talk about what happened yesterday. First time since 2010, Inter are in the UEFA Champions League finals, and of course the fans very happy. They had a 3-0 aggregate victory over AC Milan at San Siro. Of course, the Nerazzurri are through to the final, waiting for whoever wins tonight's game between Manchester City and Real Madrid. It is looking increasingly looking like it will be Manchester City. But these are the guys immediately after that victory. It was party all night long, and even to the early hours of this morning in Milan. The guys rejoicing for, of course, what has happened with their team being able to get to that. And they're already talking about Istanbul. They're ready to go to Istanbul, where the final will be played. And we'll see what happens. What a sweet victory over crosstown rivals AC Milan. They are very joyous, as you can see from the pictures. Inter Milan fans really enjoying the moment. So that is it. So let's move on. Of course, the final will be played on June 10th in Istanbul. Let's talk about what's happening right now. Let's go to, of course, England and, of course, the city of Manchester to tell you what is happening. Just in case you're not watching that game, will be your eyes and your ears. And what you have on screen is the current situation. It's still 2-0, and that means it's 3-1 on aggregate in favor of Pep Guardiola's men. That's Manchester City. Bernardo Silva got 2 goals for Pep Guardiola's men. And it could have been more, really. It could have been more. But Real Madrid trying to claw their way back into the game. Over 70 minutes of football played in that game. So we'll see, and we'll see whether Real Madrid will be able to do something and get back into the game. But if what we have seen in over 70 minutes of football played, if what we have seen is anything to go by, of course, you could go and sleep that City are through to the final. But we've seen stranger things happen in football, so it's not over, especially with a side like Real Madrid. You never say. But just when I was speaking, I've been told, reliably informed, that it's now 3-0. So some will say it's quarters. 4-1 on aggregate. City coasting home tonight, going through to the final. And we'll see. A lot of people have said Pep Guardiola's legacy will be defined by this tournament, whether or not he wins. In the eyes of people, he was brought to Manchester City to win the UEFA Champions League. So, of course, Swiss centre-back Manuel Akanji scored the goal for Pep Guardiola's men, making it 3-2 earlier goals from Bernardo Silva and Malo. So let's just quickly give our viewers a confirmation of what has happened. And okay, I was hoping that you get to see it, but we'll bring it for you so that you can have a feel of it. You see it right there on screen, shown to you. But just if you're not watching, Manuel Akanji scoring that third goal, Bernardo Silva, of course, getting 2 goals in that one. Let's go to Italy now and leave football. Let's talk some tennis. Of course, 6-time champion Novak Djokovic has been bundled out of the Italian Open. He lost to Danish youngster Olga Rune today in Rome. He lost 6-2, 4-6, 6-2 Olga Rune through to the semis in that one. All right, let's allow you enjoy pictures from the clay tournament in Rome. We'll come back for more. All right, Novak Djokovic talking about his plans for the French Open. He seems upbeat despite losing at the Italian Open. He says he fancies his chances against anybody on clay in a 5-setter. All right, let's give you a confirmation of what happened earlier. I told you that it was Manuel Akanji that scored for Manchester City, but he's been upgraded, and of course the goal is an own goal now. Is Eder Militao, of course the Brazilian, has been credited with an own goal, but that did not change the scoreline. It's 3-0 in favor of Manchester City. Aggregate still hasn't changed. It's 4-1. He ends this way. Manchester City are through to the final, waiting for them Internazionale of Italy in the final. And of course, just a few minutes left before this game will come to an end. A lot of people are surprised with the way Real Madrid have crumbled, but Pep Guardiola said it was going to be decided in Manchester. And of course, that's what has happened right there. That's the much we can take on the show tonight, the abridged version. We'll be back here again tomorrow. I'm Yemi Adebayo. Bye-bye now.